right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I've actually started pulling some cards. So we're just going to jump straight into it. Guys, if you need anything from me, check it out down below. I do have readings on sale, as well as cards on Amazon and Etsy, eBay. I got a lot of things for sale on all the platforms if you'd like to just go check it out. But we're going to jump into it. So I'm saying you having to overcome some sense of disappointment. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there could have been 5 specific people or 5 circumstances you've had to deal with within the past 5 years where you felt lied to, taken advantage of, betrayed, manipulated. And what I'm saying is that you could have had to go through a season of getting through sadness, disappointment, or regrets. Now, here's the thing. You could also be in a season right now of feeling like you don't see why things happen the way that it does. You could be doing what you need to do, but there could also be an energy of, okay, Spirit, I've worked my butt off. I got this application put in when it was supposed to be put in by, yet no matter what I do, it's just never enough. I jump through hoops. It's just never enough. That could be your mindset right now. You could be trying to figure out how to get kind of like ahead in life, where you want to go, and you could be feeling like you're getting pushed back, okay? Now, I'm also saying that there could be something here where externally you could be dealing with someone or a certain circumstance where you feel like you were lied to, manipulated, or taken advantage of. Okay, this could be a career. This could be against a manager specifically. This could be something as simple as thinking you were going to get promoted. Maybe you were promised you were going to get promoted. It's like someone made you a promise and they had no intentions of keeping it. It was a manipulation tactic. Again, this could be like a boss saying, hey, whenever we promote, we're going to promote you. But listen, I really need you to go above and beyond the next 2 months. And I'm going to need you to do some things that we don't usually ask for you guys to do. But that's how you're going to get your spot. And you could have done it. But then you could have looked back and realized, wait a fucking minute. You manipulated me. You manipulated me because you told me I was going to get that position. So here I was working hours. I told you I was never going to work, working on weekends, going above and beyond. And guess who didn't get what they were supposed to get? That's what I'm saying, okay? Now, what I'm saying is that you could have had to go through a moment of feeling disappointed, feeling sad. You could have had to look at it from a practical and logical perspective. Okay, let's be practical, let's be logical. Your manager just took advantage of you. This lover just said exactly what they needed to say to you to get their way. And maybe once they got their way, they were gone, okay? So there could have been something that happened where you had to take the high road. I ain't gonna burn your car down. I'm just gonna leave. That's what I'm saying, okay? This, again, could have been a manager. I don't know why. I'm getting like a work thing. I'm saying that this specific moment was a growth moment, okay? And I'm saying that whatever this is could be leading to a moment of deep isolation. Now, here's the thing. This could not be a boss as well. This could be a lover, but this could also be, let's say you're a business owner. You could be in the 7 of Swords energy, trying to juggle so much that you're doing the best you can not to let it all go. Some of you, you're a business owner and you're doing it all by yourself. And here coming up or here recently, you've realized just how much you're having to juggle. And to be honest, how sensitive it is. Sensitive it is. And some of you could be realizing that maybe the way you've set your business up isn't long term. So this could be something as simple as, okay, your business does not run without you. Most of them don't. However, if there's ways that you can make it to where your business can, you need to. Because with the 7 of Swords, it could be telling me that there could be a moment when maybe you're sick or you're out of the office or you can't get to it. And then something could slip through the cracks or not work out the way that it needs to simply because you did not set yourself up for success and you didn't make sure that you were seeing things through a truthful eye. So let's be honest. If someone contacts your business multiple times and someone does not get back to them, they're not going to use your business. So the best thing you can do is figure out a way for people to get the information that they need. Maybe make a website, make a platform where they can send in a request, a survey, something of that sort. That's what I'm saying, okay? Now, I'm saying that if this has to do with a person, there could have been a person who, the Seven of Swords is liar, cheater, thief. They could have lied to you about a new beginning, or they could have been starting a new beginning in a sneaky way. So this could have been that lover that was dating you and someone else, trying to figure out which one they wanted the new beginning to be. They could have been manipulating you, acting like they were going to stay around. That could have been them with the Seven of Swords, though, hiding the truth. The truth is I'm trying to see which new beginning's better for me. I'm saying that this person could have chose to be loyal to something else, okay? Or they could have decided to keep their options open. So this could have been a lover that didn't want to close down their options. They wanted to keep it open. You could have needed to take the high road to trust the process. If this man or this woman's not choosing you, it's because you're not supposed to be loyal to this man or this woman. But that could have also set you into a season of deep isolation and self-reflection. It could have grown you as an individual. It could have also made you have some sort of boundary and reservation when it comes to giving. There's nothing wrong with giving, but you should not give everything you are and everything you have to someone who's not willing to do the same. And that's what I'm saying here, okay? Give me a little bit more. Yeah, I'm definitely saying that there could have been a situation where you had to take the high road. And if it was a lover, it was nothing more than passion, period. This person could have manipulated you, though. They could have been sneaky. They could have been lying to you. Here's the thing. Not everybody's going to be transparent, okay? And that says more about this person's character than it does you. I do think that this is someone who, where's this person going to go? Because I see you taking the high road, but I want to know what's going to happen to this person. They are going to, they're chained to some sort of work. Anchored in some sort of lifestyle or way of life. This could have also been someone who wanted to put you on pause or on ice. So this could have also been, let's say that this is a lover. You could have recognized once it was over that this lover wouldn't pick you, but they didn't want to get rid of you. And you could have asked yourself, why don't they want to get rid of me? Why won't they just tell me I don't want you? Well, the reason why is because they wanted to put you on pause. Well, I mean, you're like favorite number 3. Let's see what 1 and 2 does. That could have been how this person was approaching you, okay? Give me a little bit more. Yeah, they were trying to get, it's like this person has a vision. There's a relationship that I want, and I think me and you could have it. That's what this person once felt. But I also feel like our relationship's a little difficult. So let me see if I can maybe go get it somewhere else. I'm not going to tell you that, though. I'm just going to go kind of, see what else is out there. This person treated you like you were an air mattress. No, I like that air mattress. I like that it has a built-in pump. I like that it's really high off the ground. But what if there's a better air mattress for me? What if there's one that's got like a pillow in it or something? That's how this person kind of approached you if this is love, okay? They were very confusing. They could have even fed you an illusion of, oh, we might do a new beginning here. So this is someone who is manipulative, and this is someone who played with your emotions and played with you. They played games with you. I'm not going to lie. So where are they going? I'm going to show you what it says. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been reading the comments, and I know a lot of the comments are saying, Danielle's being mean. Danielle doesn't believe in happily ever after. This come out. I didn't say it. This is what comes out, okay? What I'm saying is that whoever this is, where you're having to take the high road. It's like, let's be honest, let's be real. If you wanted to then play tit for tat, you could have. but you decided to view this person through a practical and logical perspective. You decided to look at your own behavior and take accountability. And this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you could have recognized through truthful eyes that you were loyal to someone who didn't deserve it. Some of you could still be loyal to this person. Your heart might even still be loyal to this person. You might think of this person. You might still love this person and care about them. But I'm also seeing an energy of, I regret being loyal to that person. I regret giving them my heart. I regret being kind. You regret going as far as you did, trusting this person, believing in them. You regret allowing them to have your loyalty in your heart for as long as they did. But now that that's over, that's over. And you had a choice to make. You could either make them pay for what they did, or you could decide to take the high road. And I'm saying that you've grown and you've decided to take the high road. You were like, you know what? I can cut your tires, or I can leave and you can just never see me again. I'll take the second option. And that's what I'm saying that you decided to do. That took strength, that took courage, but that's what you knew in that moment you needed to do, okay? I just heard silence speaks louder than words. And baby, you're going to hear this silence. Okay. Some of you could have went silent. Now, I asked, where is this person going? Well, this is someone who was searching for something. So much so that they could have lied to you, manipulated, play games. There's a lot of sevens here. So I feel like there was an energy of them trying to keep you confused or in an illusion state as long as they could until they know what they wanted, okay? Now, what I'm saying is that this person is going to end up picking someone or something else. But I am saying that this person does struggle with intimacy and they have a problem with breaking promises. So whoever it is that you had to take the high road, it was like, okay, she played games with me. I could show her a toxic man, or I could just say, you know what? Her living with herself's enough karma. I'm out. I'm out. You decided to be done. Okay. Now you could be a woman that dealt with a man. He played with you. He would tell you one thing and do something completely different. He could have lied to you. He could have fed you illusions. He could have made you feel like you were the only one in the world, but then give promises and break them. He tried to keep you confused as long as he could because he knew the more you were confused, the longer you would stay around. At least that's what he was betting on. And what I'm saying is you could have stayed for about 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months. Now, some of you could have lasted 7 years, okay? But what I'm saying is that this person finally made a choice and they decided to go in that direction. Okay, so I made a choice. I'm going in this direction. So they could have chose to either stay single or they chose something else. Now, if they chose something else, I'm saying that this person, the relationship's going to have its problems. And it isn't my place to tell you the problems in their relationship, but I'm going to tell you since it's coming up, they are going to struggle with broken promises. So whoever they're going to go to, whoever it is where you were like, you know what, I don't know why this didn't work out, but you know what, whatever. That person has a problem with giving promises like, baby, I'm going to give you the world. And the only thing they're going to give you is a headache and a therapy bill. They're a promise breaker, okay? If they say, honey, we're going to go out on a date next week. I'm going to treat you good. You deserve it. By the time next week comes around, they done forgot. They don't care. They gave you that promise to make you shut up and make you feel good. Not because they wanted to. That's this person's energy. So Spirit is telling you that not only is taking the high road paying off for you, but that this person might not be who you thought that they were. Because I'm seeing an energy of, but I think they're everything. So I think that they're emotionally intelligent. I think they're emotionally mature. I think they're a good partner. Like, I think the ultimate partner would be them. That's how you viewed them. But with the Seven of Swords, it's telling me that that was a lie. That's not the truth. So this is the kind of person where you think that if you say, hey, come meet me tonight, please, please be here, that they would be there and they wouldn't think twice about it. They would move mountains to be there for you. That's who you think that they are. But what you don't know is that that's not who they are. They're the kind of person where they'll give you promises and then they'll break it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, baby. This could even be someone who has substance problems, and let's say that you're supposed to go out with them and then they get too drunk and then you can't. That could also be this energy, okay? I'm saying that this person struggles with letting someone in, and I'm saying that this person has a tendency to let people down emotionally. And I'm saying that that is going to be a cycle that they're going to carry into their next relationship. They're going to break promises. They're not going to be a person of their word, and they're going to let down the next person that they're in a relationship with down a lot, especially emotionally, okay? And what Spirit is telling you is that, one, they're proud of you for taking the high road, because you could have matched this person's energy. You could have. You could have decided to be in the Seven of Swords. Oh, well, I want to be manipulative. Well, I want to be a tit for tat. Well, I want to, and you decided not to. And Spirit is saying that, you know, maybe there's some sense of sadness, disappointment, regret, or even lingering hard emotion here. But Spirit is telling you that you need to be really proud of yourself, because with this Empress here, you did exactly what they wanted you to do. Okay? You did exactly what they wanted you to do. Okay, so where is this going to lead you? Because we're done talking about whoever the hell that is. Now, that person could be spying on you, just so you know. Just so you know, Mr. or Mrs. can't let someone in fully and always breaks the promise. Could be trying to spy on you, could be trying to ask about you. Now, if they don't ask about you, they might find their little butt in conversations about you. So let's say that you guys, let's say they work with your family. I don't know why, but let's say that, okay? Let's say that your family's talking about you. Well, they're gonna find themselves in the conversation. Yeah, we're just talking about Heather. Yeah, she got in a new relationship. Oh, I'm really glad for her. They being nosy. They want to know what the hell's going on. That's what I'm saying. Now, they could be doing this on social media, but they might not be. But I'm definitely saying that this is someone who isn't who they seem to be. That's really sad. Now, I'm not going to dig any more into their next relationship, because here's the thing. Who they're going to may or may not be okay with having that kind of partner. What I'm seeing is that that would have been a message of bad news for you. Hey, bad news. You married a man or a woman who doesn't care about your needs or what you want. They only care about the place you have in their life, period. They're not going to nurture this. And that would have been bad news for you. It would have also been bad news for you that this person struggles when it comes to intimacy and emotions. So you would have craved an emotional bond with this person that they would have never been able to fulfill, okay? So I think if you're still thinking about this person or, you know, yearning for them, you maybe need to come to terms with who this person is, not who you want them to be, okay? Now, let's go to your deep isolation period. Where's this taking you? Some of you could start a garden or decide to start a farm, whether it's getting farm animals. Some of you could decide to become like an advisor, whether it's a religious advisor or a spiritual advisor. Where are you going? To new things, new beginnings, new opportunities. You're ready. You know, it's interesting because for a lot of you, Spirit wanted to know how you would handle this. Are you going to drop to their level? Are you going to play games like they are? Are you going to lie like they do? Are you going to act like someone you're not just like they do? Or are you going to know who you are and stay true to that, even when it doesn't benefit you, even when it makes you feel like you're going to your knees in the process? And some of you, you really pass the test, okay? You really pass the test. Yeah, look at this. Some of you, there's some sort of marriage here coming up. You're going to, now some of you, you could already be in this marriage. You could already be in this commitment, because this is what I'm saying. I'm saying you dealing with someone that you would have never been able to trust. And you deserve more. You do. And I think you know that. At least now you do. And I'm saying after you go through this deep isolation period, it's going to take you to everything you wanted and more. It's going to be a new opportunity. A new opportunity that's going to be stable. It's going to be long lasting. It's going to be consistent. Now, here's the thing. Some of you, what's going to happen is you're going to take the high road and you're going to trust the process. And bit by bit, every little thing is going to fall into your life. Okay? I just heard as it falls apart in theirs, but that's not here nor there. Whatever. I'm not worried about that person. Let's focus on you. So with this new beginning, it's an energy of this could be You take the high road. You trust the process. You could get 10 new opportunities. This could be a new job, a new business venture, a new car, a new place to live, maybe a new lover, a new marriage. There's going to be so many different new opportunities coming in for you that you're going to be so excited and so happy that this is happening for you. Give me more for this isolation period. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, they do want you to make sure that you're protecting what you've worked so hard for, okay? I am saying that you need to make sure to guard your energy and what you've worked for. Somebody could try to come back and test your loyalty, to test and see if you still have hope for this. So be careful with that. What did I just say? The Moon. Okay. Give me more. Learning a lesson, being completely done, which we got that. Taking the high road, divine timing, turning, things working in your favor, you getting a new beginning. You know, it's interesting because if I compare and contrast, when we compare this person's life, we've got them feeling like they have some sort of dream come true and then it coming like crumbling down, okay? And then we have you being more like realistic. We have you building, I'm hearing from the ground up. We have you kind of piecing together your life and then being able to take a step back and go, whoa, look what I built. Instead, I don't know how to, it's like the way you guys build things in life is different. Now, this could also be, let's go back to a job. This could be a job, okay, that's going to F around and find out. They could tell you they're going to give you something and then them not. They could take advantage of you. This could be a job that's going to like rip your title away from you or fire you or get rid of you when they told you that you weren't going anywhere. This could even be a boss that's lying to you. Let's say that you've heard something through the grapevine like, hey, listen, I heard you guys were going to lay people off. Is that true? No, it isn't true. They're liars. And then that could be the same boss that comes a week later and fires you and you're like, you're fucking asshole. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm also saying that this person could be kind of loyal to the wrong thing, is what I'm saying if it's a boss. This person could really have a hard time, you know, connecting to maybe their employees and things of that sort. And I'm saying that this person has a tendency to make promises and then break them. And they don't necessarily care, but I'm saying in the future that it's not going to really work out for them because here's the thing. They're going to get what they are. Message of bad news. Okay. Here's the thing. As a manager, there's nothing wrong with being loyal to a company, but don't expect loyalty from that company when it comes to you. And I think what this is that this is a manager who's been like, but the company's not loyal. That's part of being a company. I mean, we're all and that's fine. That's great. That's grand. But then what goes around comes around, and this person's going to feel a certain type of way when they get what they've been. And then they're going to kind of be like, wait a second, message of truth, message of bad news. You took the high road. Where have you been? What have you been up to? This could be the same manager that tells you, no, we're not laying people off. We're not, nope. Then you get fired. You're pissed. You told me you weren't laying people off. I know, I lied. I have a loyalty to this company. Oh, I hope you do, baby. I hope you do. That could have been the same moment that you decided, you know what, I'm going to go start my own company. Well, by the time that manager realized where their loyalty is and where it shouldn't be, that's going to be the same moment when they want to look you up and go, oh my God, Amy, you remember Amy, y'all, that I said I would promote and then she got fired? Oh my God, she started her own company. I thought about reaching out to her and asking her if I could go work there as a manager. Message of truth, message of bad news. Baby, you burnt a bridge. Don't be mad at me that you can't walk over it. And that's what I'm saying here, okay? So taking the high road is going to pay off for you in more ways than one. And I think you're going to be kind of shocked. Oh, Amy got fired? Wait, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to the manager? What do you mean they're not there anymore? Uh-oh, they realized the company isn't loyal to them? I thought they knew that when they fired the rest of us. That's what I'm saying here. And it's not, I don't think that you're happy that this person's suffering, but it's a little bit of like, somebody knows how I feel now. Okay, that's interesting. And then that's what I'm saying. Now, that could be the same person who's going to look you up and possibly think about coming in and seeing if they could be a part of your new beginning. Hey, I would love to be an employee at the company you started after we fired you. I am saying that. Now, again, I am saying that this person has the tendency to break promises, okay? What you need to know is this person could be contacting you here in the near future to tell you some sort of truth. Spirit is telling me that this deep isolation period is going to, one, teach you boundaries, how to use them better, how to use them for you. Because sometimes people will use boundaries and it'll be at their own demise. Boundaries are for you, okay? Sometimes we will even use a boundary and hurt ourselves in the process. And I think that could be something that some of you are learning or kind of mastering, is how to use boundaries in an appropriate way. I'm also saying that when this person contacts you, you could be traveling, moving, or doing something. So you could be moving something between homes, maybe taking something from your house, taking it to your best friends. You could be traveling, you could be going somewhere. I don't know why, but I'm seeing someone like going on an adventure or going to the movies or something like that. That could be the moment that this person's going to contact you to say, hey, what's up? Can I have a job? That kind of thing. Now, this could also be someone who maybe in the past you took the high road and you know that they chose what they chose. But this person could be spying on you and wanting to come back to be like, hey, listen, I want to be a part of your new beginning. But you could have learned the lesson. Hey, I learned the lesson. I'm glad to hear from you, but I don't want you back. And that could be something that's going to happen, okay? So your deep isolation period is leading to new beginnings, but new beginnings in a future that's a lot more stable. So if you can't depend on it, if you don't know why it's there or how long it's going to be there or the purpose of it being there, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, you're not going to invite it into your life. That's what I'm saying coming from you, okay? And again, I think you're going to get confirmation that taking the high road does work out for you. You took the high road. It did you well. You had strength when maybe others didn't know how you did. Again, this could be being manipulated. These could be your friends going, no, he didn't. Oh, baby, we about to go cut his tires. Okay, we're about to go get a billboard. We're going to put him on it. We about to put him on Facebook. We about to slaughter him. This could have been the same moment then you were like, why? Why do I need to run his name through the mud? I ain't worried about it. He can let him make his own bed. He is going to be his biggest, worst enemy. I'm good. That could have been the moment you decided, you know what, I'm going to take the high road. Let that man, let that woman go figure out what they're doing. Let them go make their bed and lay in it. It's going to have bed bugs. That could be what you were feeling, what you're thinking. Could have went through again another moment of isolation. What am I doing? Where am I going? New beginnings, really investing, working on the new beginnings, working on maybe your future. Okay, this could be going back to school, learning something, investing in family, something of that sort. It's made your future a lot more stable, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that when this comes out, when the truth comes out that you did what you should have done, you listened to your intuition and what you did was the right thing. And that's the reason Spirit has rewarded you so much, is because you did the right thing. That's when you have to decide what's allowed to be in your future and what's coming with you. And Spirit's asking you to make sure that you're protecting what you've worked so hard for. A lot of you, Spirit doesn't want you to let this person in. This could have even been someone who felt like they were marriage material, but that you weren't. Now they want to come in and pull the, I think I want to marry you. But it could have been after going through another commitment and them realizing that that commitment wasn't going to work out. Now, they could have been the reason that commitment didn't work out. They could have struggled to let that person in. They could have broke promises and let that lover down. And since that lover left them, they want to come back to you, okay? So be careful with that as well. Yeah, this person, you might feel like this person's narcissistic. Some of you feel like this is a narcissistic partner that you had to leave behind. What do you need to know about this isolation period? I'm also seeing that your money could go up as well. Yeah, whoever this was, they were faking it and playing with your emotions. You need to explore your feelings. Keep healing. Okay. Someone where you had to take the high road could be thinking about reaching out to you. I see that you could have been disappointed over this when it happened, but I'm also seeing that this is something that you don't really think about anymore. I'm seeing that this person thinks more about you than the other way around. I'm seeing that your isolation period is leading you to beautiful things, stable things, consistent things. So you have built the kind of life that if something's in your life, it's going to be there long term. So if you have animals, you're the kind of person where you're going to have them from the time you get them till the time the good Lord takes them home. Jobs, you get into the job, you stay there. Your life and things like that has become very stable, consistent, and long term, okay? And I think it's because you not only took the high road, but you were able to go through a deep isolation period and ask yourself, what do I want? And where do I want to put my effort and my dedication? I'm seeing here coming up, you're going to need to decide if you can heal this with this person, okay? I'm seeing that this person's going to come in really quickly and tell you that they've been holding you close to their chest. This person feels like you're one of a kind and that they want to balance this out with you and get to a place of peace. They feel like there's something about you that's very independent and very confident. But Spirit is telling me to make sure that you protect yourself from this person. The devil's underneath the deck. So that's telling me an energy of like someone who wants to come in and have it their way. It could also be someone who's extremely toxic or someone who has that entitled attitude of, well, I mean, I didn't then, but now I do. At the end of the day, this is your choice. You have the choice on whether or not you want to entertain this. Spirit is telling you that if you want to entertain this, you're more than welcome, but that it might not get past maybe 7 months before you are ready to complete a cycle. I'm definitely saying that this person is hopeful that they can kind of change your mind. So it's an energy of, I know what my reputation is with you. Okay, I know what my reputation is. So let me change your mind. Let me show you that my reputation should be different. They're hopeful that they can do that. Okay, but what I'm seeing is with the devil and the Four of Pentacles, if you decide to entertain this person, they're going to be the kind of person where at first they're going to be like, yeah, no biggie. I don't want to step on boundaries. I don't want to overstay my welcome kind of thing. And then after about 4 days to 4 weeks, they're going to get a sense of entitlement. Well, what do you mean? I thought we were giving this another go. And that's going to be one of your problems you're going to notice with this person, okay? They're going to want balance, but they're going to want balance at their rate, at their pace, and how they want it. And that's what I'm saying. So, Spirit is asking you to plan for your future, but also ask yourself, is this what I feel is fair when it comes to this circumstance or situation? At the end of the day, this person has clarity on you. And you have clarity on you and what you want, okay? But what you need to ask yourself is, what does movement forward look like? Where does this take you? Because I feel like that deep isolation period was for you to get more connected with yourself. Who are you? What do you stand for? When it comes to your morals, your integrity, and what you value, what does that look like? And I'm saying, yeah, this is going to be a message of good news. But again, this is going to be the moment where you have to ask yourself, is this a man or a woman that can match me? Is this someone that I can depend on? Because again, like I said, you had to take the high road here for a reason. If this is a job where at one point you felt like this person, yeah, they were loyal, but they were loyal at a cost. They didn't care about you. So why do you think this person's going to care about you now? Because it's your business? Okay, that's great, that's awesome. But is that something you want to deal with? Same if it's a lover. This could have been a lover that at one point they chose someone else. Okay, they chose that person and that didn't work out for whatever reason. But are you okay with that? Are you okay with what happened? And are you okay with maybe starting over new, starting over fresh? This could be something you once wanted to hear, but now that you went through a deep isolation period, is this a message of good news, or is this nothing more of like, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there's so much potential, right? I also have the potential of going back to preschool, but that ain't happening. That's kind of what I'm saying. For each of you, it's going to be different. So I think where something was once blocked, it's about to kind of be burst through. And Spirit's saying, do what's best for you. Don't give this person their way just because they think that they deserve it. And don't do something that you don't want to do. But make sure you're taking your best interest into heart and you're doing what's best for you. Okay, so I'm also saying that there could be someone wanting to communicate with you, but they could feel like the conversation's going to turn to a sense of combativeness. This person wants some sense of giving and receiving, but this person could also be indulgent. So again, it's an energy of, I want to communicate with you when I think I'm going to get my way, but I feel like you're going to argue with me, so I don't want to communicate with you. That could be another thing as well, okay? I'm going to leave this here, guys. Have a blessed day.